Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Unlocked. I'm your host, Mike Lenz.
Yo, this is Jared.
And today we're going to talk about this week's chapter of Black Clover. The first thing I wanted to touch on, like the very opening page of the chapter, was Asta talking to his devil and his subconscious. I thought, I tried to read into it a little bit, and it's just his devil saying, I'll kill you, I'll slaughter you, you won't get away this time. And it's like, this time? Like, obviously there's relationship between these devils and this particular devil that Asta has, and I'm very interested to find out what this relationship is. Like, is he the outcast that's similar to Asta?
If I was really looking into it, I would think more like maybe Asta's seeing a memory from the devil, maybe conversing with another devil. I don't know if that's what that was. I don't know if it's a dream or he's communicating, but I don't know. I think it's just one of those things you got to watch it and just wait for more information down the road.
Yeah. I did find that brief discussion in his subconscious to be very interesting, though. They showed it for a reason, of course. And then Asta comes to and he senses the key of Ghost. He's good. And he's like, is that Captain Yami? And boy.
On some bullshit. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. I'm even going to get into that. But, yo, Yami? Can we talk about how strong Yami is to land a hit on this dude?
Bro, Yami's like, to me, with all the like plot armor and everything, Yami's second strongest person in this series.
But Yami don't have plot armor, though, to me.
What? Yami has... Whenever he says, let's go past our limits, that's plot armor.
Nah, at least it makes sense.
Let's go past our limits basically means let's break the villain no matter how strong they are.
Bro, my thing is, there's one thing if it's like, okay, dimension slash, I'm stuck in a dimension and I got out of there. Like, that's how the Grimoires work. Yo, for freaking Gray to, Ghost is dying, but I have magic to freaking heal his dying. Yo, she sealed up his wound, bro. The dude had a 30-foot blade through his stomach. She evaporated the blade and healed.
And she uses a magic that no one else in the whole guild has ever seen her use before.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. And did you peep in the flashback? Her mom looked very similar to the Witch Queen. And when
I didn't peep that.
When she used her magic, like Vanessa said, like, oh, that's the blah blah blah. Like, I seen that,
and then they cut it. Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
I'm like, are you a witch too? Because that would be crazy. And it's ironic.
And it kind of makes sense because like her backstory is a fairy tale of like Cinderella. So
yeah, and there's all females in there. I didn't see one dude. So that's another question.
But that's going on last chapter. Asta sees the key of Ghost and he says, well, he's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, Yami slash was crazy, and then Dante is about to kick it up another level. He looks like he's thrilled. Like I haven't had a real fight in years.
He pulled the Dragon Ball Z villain thing right there. He was like, you thought it was finished, and he was like, wow, I'm just gonna have to use my next level. Like he unleashes some magic.
Yeah, that joint got me tight. Yeah.
But then also Dante reveals like this is another. I'm gonna just say right now, I like this arc with the devils and the Triad and the Spade Kingdom, but the last 3 chapters I've been having some issues with.
Really?
Yeah, like I've been like the Ghost thing and the Gray thing. I was like, okay, all right, and then another issue is when Dante he brings up this exposition like. Yami's asking him questions and he's giving him answers. And I know that like we as readers need to know the info, but I'm like, dude, why are you telling him this stuff? Like he's really
telling him.
Yeah,
everything.
He's like, oh yeah, the 2 magics that we need is dark magic, which belongs to Yami, and we need the tree of life magic to bring which belongs to the leader of the Golden Dawn. And he's like, that's how, and Yami's asking him, so what happens when we combine these 2? He's like, oh, we can release all the devils into the world and bring chaos. I'm like, why are you telling him this? I'm like, yo, give each other the hands. Like, come on, why are we talking? Like, why are you giving this exposition?
That's a fact. That's something that we keen in on their conversations behind closed doors, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
And maybe the spy hears it or something. Not just, I'm gonna tell you guys. He must be planning to kill all of them. Like that's
Yeah,
the only reason.
but
I
that's
can think,
every
like,
villain.
okay.
Like, come on, like he's like, I'm just gonna kill you after this. I don't know why I told you this, but I guess I have to kill you after this. I'm like, boy, we know that's not happening.
Hell no.
And then there was something that bothered me after the chapter, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
I mean, honestly, after he explains, it cuts to the Spade Kingdom and the guards talking.
Yeah, the Spade Kingdom. Okay, we want to get into that. I guess we're gonna get into that too, because my issue was that they say nonchalantly also that, oh, you know, there's probably a spy from the Clover Kingdom, and they don't seem bothered by that. That's not my issue. My issue comes later with something.
I had a couple of things that bothered me about that. It's like, yo, how is it that you guys know and you're so nonchalant about it? Like, if I'm one of the guards, I'd have been like, bro, you probably the spy. Like, I might have to smoke you right now.
Exactly.
Yo,
why are they not beefing with each other?
How do you know this? Like, and how do you know it's from the Clover Kingdom? Like, how do you know that?
Yeah, you have a lot of pinpoint information. If I was walking around, I'm like, did anybody say anything about the Clover Kingdom? I would have been ultra high guard with that. Like, why do you know this much? And then when one of the guards walks into the room, he's like, "Oh, I guess you must be the spy." I'm like,
man, nonchalant. Like, oh, what are you doing in Dante's room?
Were y'all prepared?
Oh, spy.
There must have been an 8:00 meeting about, like, yeah, guys, you know, we're having a business meeting. Yeah, you know, there's a spy in here somewhere. Don't be alarmed when you see him. Don't be shocked. It could be me. It could be you. Who knows? But, you know, we're just gonna go about our day regularly. So, guys.
Nah, but legit, that whole comfort of the ending of this chapter kind of blew mine too, because it's like,
there we go. We'll get into my last issue with this.
Yo, just the fact that, oh, you must be the spy. Let me dust you real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, he disappeared.
Usually when authors hide somebody's face, we see the man, he attacks the guy, the Spade Kingdom, you know, soldier, and we see like his face is shadowed out, and it's like, I'm like, okay, well, who could this be? He's wearing a Black Bulls uniform, or he has a Black Bulls holder, a magic book holder. So I'm like thinking, okay, who didn't we see at the Black Clover hideout? And I'm thinking, like, the only person that kind of fits the build that we didn't see was Zora. And I'm like, okay, then why are we hiding his face then if that's who we're thinking? And then the only other thing I'm thinking is maybe it's a new Black Bulls member that we haven't seen, which oh my God. If it's a new member of the Black Bulls that no one has talked about and no one has seen up till now, I'm gonna have some real issues with this chapter if that's the case.
I'm not gonna lie to you. So my first thought automatically was, okay, so this turned into fairy tale.
Exactly. I was like, oh, just a new high-powered member who has this magic to send people to the nega zone. Like, I guess this power, I guess this character was just never mentioned before.
Yo, it drove get me so tight because, like, it's going to be like, oh, he was a spy for 12 years now. That's why he wasn't here when we were getting attacked. I just want to know.
Yeah, we got word of the Spade Kingdom a while ago. We sent the Black Bull. I'm like, huh?
Bro, on top of that, I really try to look at those last panels at the end of the chapter to figure out, like maybe there's some type of elements in the person's structure that, like, clearly indicates that it's Zora. I looked at the eye. I looked at Zora's eye. I'm like, possibly it could be Zora because the training arc passed.
Possibly.
And maybe he could have some type of teleportation through the darkness. I don't know how.
Or Ash, or maybe it's part of the trap magic, or
That's
I don't know.
That's the only thing that can make sense, bro. Like, that is the only
that's the only person I was thinking about. And I'm like, if it's not him, and I'm just saying, if it's a new person we haven't seen before, and they try and be like, and they try to say, oh yeah, you know, you haven't seen this character before, but he's been part of the Black Bulls forever, I may lose it.
Nah, I'm gonna be tight, cause I hate when animes do that, bro. And they'll do that like it's nothing. Like, yeah, so you guys were about to die, but this guy that's like really strong just happened to come back at this moment.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be like, wow. I think the fairy tale guild may be down the block. I don't know.
Natsu?
I don't know.
Nah, but
Somebody's already named Gray, and they have a Gray. I don't know.
Nah, I'm not even gonna get into that. Nah,
But like I'm gonna let this marinate. I'm gonna let the author do what he has to do for a couple chapters, see where this goes.
yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, if it's a new character, your boy may have some issues.
I mean, overall though, this chapter, I mean, it went from Yami. It was the information that Dante gave. I did like how they had that quick little flashback in like a panel or two of Dante's like life. I guess he was
they kind of
always a killer.
It kind of it kind of puts it into like you kind of knew what he was, but like it's just good to see like he's one of those guys that like nothing fills him. Like he's been so bored with life, and like they kind of showed like war and sex, like it doesn't really interest him anymore. He needs kind of
little sus.
Yeah.
Little sus.
But if with this chapter and like compliance with the other chapters, I'd give it a 7. No, give it a 7.
Yeah, probably
7.5. 7.5. I guess 7.5.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it had good information. The ending kind of left me with a huge question mark, and not the good kind. Yeah, honestly, I'll probably give this like a 7.5. I give this like a 7.5.
Cause like I like the Yami versus Dante. I like what's going on with Asta and his devil. It's just those little certain parts where it's like, oh my God, why are you exposing this information to Yami? Like it's just certain things that happen in the common shonen world. I'm just like, Ghost reveals a magic that can. Gray reveals a magic that can magically heal Ghost. And I'm like,
yeah,
okay, that's
and
convenient.
She's automatically like an arc stage knight.
Yeah, she's arcane stage. I'm like, okay, all right.
And another thing is, so we see why exactly they went to go get vengeance and they went to try and get Yami. Why did they go to the Heart Kingdom? Like, is there something else that they need from there as well? Like, I'm kind of curious about that, because that hasn't been revealed. Why? Do they just want to? Do they want smoke, or is there a reason why they're there? That's another question I have. So yeah,
true. But we'll get there. I'm invested into this arc, so I'm just waiting for the more information that we get. Cause I like this arc. I like I've always liked this the Black Clover with Asta's devil. That was that's what kind of draw I guess in most people into Asta's as a character. So
yeah,
you if you like that, if you like Asta and his powers, then like this chapter is kind of like overload for your senses in a way. So
yeah. So I mean they've been doing a good job with that. So overall, I give it a 7.5. I look forward to what comes next.
Same.
But yeah, if you guys like what you see, like, subscribe.
Yep. Drop them comments. Let us know what you think of the chapter. We're talking from our opinions of what we think of this chapter and what we saw. But let us know if we've missed anything or what your views of the chapters were. So.
All right. We'll see you next week.
All right. See us next week.
Bad boy, what you gonna do?